Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? Well, I'm going to get straight to a drugstore look, and the brand that I picked, in case you didn't guess from the other video talking about it, is Maybelline. And so I just randomly picked, because there's a lot of drugstore brands that I love, but I decided to do a full face with all I found right there, then and now. No old stuff, just what do I have right now that I can pick up from the store. So I've already done my skincare. I'm using the Augustinus Bada skin cream, and then I'm using Epicurean eye cream. And that's all. That's all I'm using. So why do I have this little fuzz right in my eye? Alright. How are y'all doing? Is everybody doing? I know everybody's not doing okay. I know some of you who are really struggling because we talk about it on Messenger, and I do stop and I do pray. Today I prayed for Vanessa, your situation, and Marcia, and Pammy, always praying for you, and others, and I just want you to know that's real, and y'all just lift up your fellow viewers, okay? We should be doing that. Okay, I'm going to get started. So one of the first things I'm going to do is use a camouflaging concealer. And this is supposed to be like a color correcting concealer. And it's called Master Conceal by Face Studio, and that's part of Maybelline New York. I've got this kind of yellow peachy tone. And this is what I'm going to use to color correct for right under my eyes, where my darkest circle is, like right in this little place right here. And that is where I'm going to use, what I'm going to use, right under and right there. And it's for color correcting. As you can see, it's not for coverage, it's for correcting that dark blue look. Let's use a little over here and just dot it on. Oops, didn't get much. There we go. I just dot it on right there, and then just I do swoop it just to make sure I got good coverage on it. And then I pat it, and that just kind of for one thing, make sure you get it in all the little crevices. I am getting on either side of my nose as well, just that whole dark area on the inner part of your eye as well. Just it color corrects the darkness. In this particular case, it should be color correcting a bit of the blue. Okay, it's not a brightener, it's a color corrector. So there's a difference. And I'm going to go ahead and drag that down on either side of the nose and under the nose, because it is real red right there as well. I'm just going to end with putting any extra leftovers there. Okay, so what do y'all think of that? And what do I think of that? Everything I get, I'm going to take it and I'm just going to throw it in this makeup pouch that's full of mascaras, I think. It is. And I'm just going to keep all this together. So what do y'all think? For the most part, I think it did its job. It's got rid of the red color. It's got rid of the blue color underneath. Okay, so let's just move on. Alright, so now I'm going to try the Superstay Activewear. Is this right? It's, of course, it's in French. Up to 30 hours foundation. Je crois fond de teint. Okay. And I got it in color. I don't know. Why is my color not showing? 120 Classic Ivory. Classic Ivory is just a good neutral, if you don't know. And I can tell you, if you look at the, one of the ways to tell, if you look at the veins on your skin and they look more blue, you're cool toned. If they look more green, you're warm toned. And if you just can't really tell, go with neutral. But I mean, try to make a discerning difference. I have pre-cut these things to save some time. Got my little makeup. Y'all know I always have a little makeup towel right here. And I'm going to be taking one on a trip with us. I'm going to be packing for a trip. We have a house sitter come to stay with the babies because I can't leave them alone. Where is my... Oh, hello. I put all the brushes over here. Wake up, Beth. Alright. So I'm just going to use a flat shader. That really needs to be washed because it's kind of stiff. I'm not sure that's going to give me a true version of what that's like. So I'm going to use this Dome. Actually, I'm going to use this one. This is from It Cosmetics. It was Love the Foundation Brush. That needs to be washed too, just so you know. Okay, I need to do a lot of washing. So I'm going to wipe this off on the cloth just to get the bristles going right. I want to be fair. And I don't put it on the back of my hand and do from there. I do it straight to the, okay. I do 1, 2, 3, actually 4, because the first couple weren't really doing nothing. Okay, because it was brand new. Alright, let me make sure my hair is kind of out of the way. And I'm just going to first just kind of get it placed on either side of my face, nose, chin. I don't do my, as you know, I do not do the brow with anything but leftovers. I'm going up this back side. And the reason I do that is because as you get older, where you really need the coverage is age spots. Not so much T-zone. They're just different needs as you age. I think I did put a little too much on because I feel like I could be done. And now I'm simply doing this because I need to spread this out a little. There we go. Just go over the eye. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of blend everything back out. I feel like this is truly a full coverage, just so you know. Now I'm going to go in the opposite direction and go all the way back to the ear. Either side of the nose, making sure you're getting that little crust on either side of your nose, so you don't have like a little pool of makeup there. Again, I'm going horizontal now because I was going vertical just to make sure I've got good coverage. And elongate the jaw on both sides so you don't have a line. And then just kind of blend that down with anything left over on the brush. I don't add a lot to the forehead or the neck, just whatever is left over on the brush is enough. Hold on. And again, I'll go ahead and just pack the pores just by blotting with. Make sure you get your nose holes. Okay, and I'm not really going underneath here, as you can see, because I've already got color there from the color corrector, and I am going to use concealer just to brighten a little bit. Now there is also a product called Brightener, so I could have gotten that and just used those two. So that's a thought. Okay, now I'm going to use, again, let me just make sure you saw that was a Superstay Activewear, and it's supposed to be a 30-hour. If that's going to be good, I'll have to check in and see later. Did it do good, or did it do well, or was it good? Because makeup doesn't actually do anything, but actively. All right, so it was color number 120. All right, now I'm looking at a face palette that has bronzer, blush, and highlighter, and this is called Master Contour by Face Studio again. And I feel like I have this somewhere. I think I do. Let's see. What will I use? I'm going to use... Alright, so first of all I'm going to get the contour. And I'm going to use kind of a flexible brush. This is the powder brush from Sassy by Savannah. But I don't want this too tight. Up. There's the downfall. I don't like not having... I don't care for when somebody does not provide a mirror on their product. I understand it saves makeup and helps them give you a product. Blow out. Shortening the nose by putting some color on the end of it. Staying right above the cut-in. Don't do the cut-in, do right above it. Which causes it to look cut in. And then I'm going to do here. Anyway, some of the things that the cheaper makeups do isn't necessarily a cheaper formula, so it doesn't mean that it's not good makeup. But they may make up for it in packaging. They've got to save you money somewhere, so they may make something pretty, and one of the best things they can do, any makeup company can do, is make the packaging black, because that looks very sleek. Black or white. Just start black, start white. Well, now a lot of makeup companies are figuring out people like cream and rose gold, so they're kind of switching to that. And the high-end ones, like Charlotte Tilbury and Chanel, they use that black and white, or Charlotte Tilbury uses that rose gold and burgundy, and it just makes for a very nice presentation when you're getting your things out to do your makeup. But of course it costs money. So, but I still think any company, I'm getting the temples here, any company should invest in putting a mirror, even a little cheap sliver of a mirror. Just something, so I'm not having to do this. I'm having to hold a mirror and do this at the same time. Okay, I'm going to do a little more right on the end of the chin. And always blend down. Alright, and now I am going to do, I thought with Sassy and Savannah we got a contour brush. So I'm going to use that. And I'm using number 2 blush. This is the light palette. There's I think a light, medium, and dark. It's very, very simple. And I'm going to stay really high here and just round it out on the cheek. But stay high. Stay above where you did the bronzer. And I also do some on the bridge of the nose. Just sometimes I get that too dark. And if you ever do get that too dark, then go back later and just use your foundation brush and kind of blend it back out. Again, I'm staying right up here. And then kind of rounding it out. Blend back, round it out, blend back. And then I go right in front of where we did the bronzer, right below it here, and right in front of it on either side of the temple. And that just kind of, and blend it back into the bronzer. Also on your chin. Now I have a very bulbous chin, so you can see, I'll add a little extra because I'm really trying to cause a shadow here on this chin. But blend it down. Always blend whatever color you're adding. Blend it so that you don't have these lines on your face. I will tell you it's also harder when you're on a camera to tell because the filming lights are so bright